103.7 Kiss FM, coming up on 20 minutes to 5. Get Up, Stand Up from Bob Marley and the Wailers. Right then, I'd just like to say to you, get yourself down here. We're having a party. We're closing down at 6 o'clock. We want you outside. We'll have a live microphone outside from 5 o'clock. And we'll be talking to different people in the street, and we'll be doing all sorts of things before we actually say our final goodbye here on Kiss FM.
If all you want from your television and video cassette recorder is the very best picture possible, you really should look at a Mitsubishi.
All we want at the end of the day, all we want when we lock the world away, is nothing complicated, nothing tricky, just a perfect picture. Don't you wish you had a Mitsubishi?
Dennis Murray rocks.
Just gone 15 minutes after 5. We're into the final hour, our final three-quarters of an hour. We've a news flash.
Earlier today on Kiss FM, you heard a story that one unlicensed radio station in Dublin was making an appeal to the High Court. A last-minute attempt to prevent the closure of unlicensed radio stations tomorrow in the Republic has failed in the High Court in Dublin. The action had been taken by Eamon Cook, managing director of the unlicensed radio station Radio Dublin. But the High Court President, Justice Liam Hamilton, has given leave to Cook to challenge the constitutionality of the Broadcasting Act and Wireless and Television Act of 1988. I wish I could say, stay tuned.
Thank you, Susan. Right then, time for me to say bye-bye. Before I do, I've just been handed one of these notices that we don't generally read out on air because it's not that type of a radio station. However, because we are in the final, final 45 minutes, 44 minutes, I thought we may as well do it because Mary Mooney in Crumlin has lost her dog, a Jack Russell. And I hear people screaming in the background because, this is terrible. A poor little Jack Russell being lost at this festive season. The dog, by the way, he answers to the name of Benji. Here, Benji! Here, Benji! All right, Benji's been lost. Jack Russell and Crumlin, Mary Mooney. If you happen to come across Benji, if you happen to find Benji, you'll be a pervert, yeah. If you happen to find the yard. You can phone Mary Mooney on 53827. Right, Dennis Murray is saying goodbye. You know, when Dennis Murray says goodbye, you get silence. How come we have got no silence? I'm saying goodbye. Oh, I have to say, I really enjoyed my spell here. I've been working here since April 1. And I had a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it. I'd say, without doubt, that Kiss FM 103.7 is probably the best radio station I've ever worked for. And I say that for a number of reasons. I suppose the first reason is that the team of people who worked here, and are working here right up until 6 o'clock, are one of the best teams I've ever worked with, because there have been no hassles, nothing has gone, everybody just had a great time. That's one of the reasons I say it's good. Another reason is because the station is so powerful. I mean, I've never worked in a radio station as powerful as Kiss FM. And I don't mean just technically on 1.2 million watts of power FM, but I mean the whole image of the station, the whole sound of the station was powerful from day one. And that's due to a couple of people in particular. And I know I named names last week, so maybe I'll just name one or two again today. And they are Tom Hardy, who is our station manager here at Kiss FM, an excellent man to have been working with, a genius in ways, and I really like to thank him because he's excellent. Also, of course, Miles Johnston, and the list would go on forever, so I won't bother with any of that. I'll just say thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it, and Tom Hardy will be taking you up to 6 o'clock from now. So from myself, Dennis Murray, until I talk to you again in the new year, and believe you me, I will be talking to you. Bye.
It is 5:27 at 103.7 Kiss FM. Unfortunately, everybody's sitting here waiting for me to make some profound comment at this point. We've just 33 minutes left together at 103.7 KISS FM.
This has got to be the saddest day of my life.
With 15 minutes left in it, I have with me at this particular point one of the guys I mentioned earlier, Miles Johnston. Hi,
Who's
Miles.
he?
Okay, let's keep it succinct, huh?
Yeah. Thank you very much for letting this facility get on the air, everybody. I had some things I wanted to say, but I've forgotten them all as usual. It's been great working in this wonderful environment of free thinking, free radio in Ireland for the last odd years, on and off. I blotted my copybook and joined the BBC for my sins.
For more years than I care to remember. That's the phrase you were looking for.
The thing that I couldn't believe was when I was in Toronto and saw a Radio Dublin T-shirt wobble its way down Yonge Street. Radio Dublin 253. I hope they have a good time at the weekend, and thank you, Eamon Cook, for doing your bit today, despite your past sins. It's been great working on Big D. It's been great
Forgiveness is a virtue.
all the great radio stations all over the country some are closing down at this moment in time. Thank you very much for the investors for putting their money where their mouths were and putting the station on the air. And it's been great putting a signal which has been put into Belfast. People in the Republic, people in Dublin have had great radio for 12, 15 odd years. In Belfast, they've only had it for 9 months.
Yeah, Miles, you should have never hired me. That's all I can say. I tell you for why, this is the third radio station I've closed down.
Well, hopefully there will be something in the new year, but it will be very late in the new year in Belfast. Hopefully there will be something creative. And
it'll be very useful if I lose my dog. That's all I know.
We must apologise for the lost dogs in the radio.
Dennis Murray.
Tom, I just want to say to you at this stage, keep smiling.
This is difficult stuff.
I know.
We have 13 minutes.
And you just keep smiling.
I have a lot of thank yous to do at this point. And there's 1,001 people made the whole thing possible during 88. If your name doesn't appear on the list, just send your complaints to John Rosper at Downtown Radio. I'm not going to run through a staff list. Everybody here at the station knows who's involved. I'm just going to mention one guy who doesn't work for us. John Rosper is waiting for a star to fall. That star doesn't fall for another 5 minutes. For the last time, we are 103.7 KISS FM. Waiting for a star to fall. Okay, John, you're not a bad guy, really. Who were they? Boy meets girl. With just a couple of minutes left here at the station, very nearly time for KISS FM to say farewell to you all. I hope that we've thanked everyone that we had to. If we missed you out, apologies. We'll mention you as soon as we return. And as you know by now, tomorrow, Saturday, 31st, the new legislation, the Broadcasting and Wireless Telegraphy Act 1988, comes into force. We have to close before then. We really don't want to go, but we just have to. In a few minutes' time, at 6 o'clock, 103.7 KISS FM will fall silent for the final time. And wherever you are at precisely 6 o'clock, just blow your car horn. Blow it long, blow it loud. Show us your support, your solidarity. Let the world know that you demand a choice in radio listening. Let the powers that be know that you want your KISS FM. Before we depart, I'd just like to highlight some of the lyrics from our final song tonight. Before you point the finger and hope the whole thing disappears, remember, empty words will fall and fall upon the deafest ears. We won't give in without a fight, and foul play without a doubt. No silver lining to be seen in this thundercloud. Your money fills their pockets, fear fills their tiny minds. At last the world is talking now. This ain't no way to treat mankind. A sudden blackout stops the show, but doesn't stop the way I am, because all my life I've been oppressed. You're not the first to say I am. I do all I can. For an ideal world where we're free to choose, for an ideal world we're no longer born to lose. In the ideal world, we could start again. Now in my real world, let's put an end to suffering. From all of us at KISS, until we meet again, goodbye, God bless, and thank you. KISS FM time is 6 o'clock. 103.7 is now closing down.